Good morning. Well, it's morning time, at least here in California, and it's beautiful here with sunshine. We've had a lot of rain over the past few days, and it is so nice. Here in California, we desperately need the rain. Today, I really want to talk about the excuses, and I want to relate profit first and implementing it to having trying to lose weight because for those out there, for those of us that have wanted to change our, if we've put on a few pounds and we want to get it off, then there seems to be always excuses why it's hard to have it happen. Um, the temptations are all around us. We don't have the time, the stress, our metabolism, getting out of bed in order to exercise, whatever else it is. And I look at Profit First in that same way of saying we've got a lot of excuses that come in the way for us to make the hard decisions. And so I'm going to push away the word of excuses and say they're legitimate reasons because you as business owners, it is tough. It is tough to make the hard decisions. It is excruciating, and there's a little bit of fear that goes with that as well, as far as what to what's going to happen once you make those cuts or whatever. So usually after doing your first assessment, you're realizing that your operating expenses are a little bit high. And I'm going to say the majority of the clients that I work with are in that boat. And the reason why that is that's why they're coming to us, is because they know I need help. I'm not paying myself enough. I'm not feeling the rewards of owning my own business. That being said, we look at our operating expenses first, because if you don't address that, if you focus just on making more money, then you will always, always, always have the problem. Your profit and loss statement is your number one key, the best tool that you have in order to start cutting expenses. So, when we talk about looking what to do first, I challenge you to take the last year, maybe 2020, maybe just January, maybe 6 months, whatever it might be. Choose a time period and print out a detailed profit and loss. This is going to go category by category, every single charge that there is for your business. And this is the first step in recognizing where you can start making changes in your spending. When I back in college, I was asked to give a presentation on just financial strategy and becoming successful income. Actually, it was like how to get out of debt was the main purpose of it. And so I kind of did the deep dive of what do all the business what do all the big successful businesses out there, old timers like Rockefeller and Vanderbilt and stuff. And it was so interesting in studying about them. There was a common denominator across the board, and it was that they knew where every single penny went, every single penny. And it was an aha moment very, very early in my career of realizing that knowing where your money goes is critical. And if you start that habit of really, really knowing where every penny goes and not, it doesn't mean that you have to control everything, but actually knowing where every penny goes, then that is your one of the first steps to success. So use your profit and loss as the tool for you to get it done. And if you need help with that, reach out to Sum of All Numbers. That's what we do. We make sure that the profit and loss for businesses is the tool that is very, very well utilized, and that it is easy to get the information out that you're looking at. Then it's identifying what areas are the low hanging fruit. So start easy and realize that, oh, I have that subscription to Audible. I never ever listen to Audible. I meant to, but I don't. Cut it out. Just cut it out. When COVID hit, then the suggestion came down from Mike Michalowicz. Just go and change all of your debit cards and credit cards. Just go in and tell the bank, I need to change the number for, that happens. Sometimes they do it without you wanting it. And immediately that stops all of your automatic subscriptions because you get notified. That's a real easy way to get it to have it happen. Or you can go through and go through and say, all right, I need to cancel that Audible subscription. I need to, what are some other low hanging fruits? Maybe there was something where you're like, all right, subscriptions are the biggest one these days. Then you start looking at the next line of saying, all right, well, we have merchant fees and kind of really investigating your merchant fees. We've got a couple tools here that help with deciding if your merchant fees are higher than what they should be and if there's a way of saving. So as far as Stripe versus PayPal versus Visa versus American Express and so on and so forth down the line. The majority of our businesses out there, our number one piece is that it's employees. And this is where it gets really, really tough because they're people and they're our team and they're our friends and such. And so as a business owner, it's time to get it done, to take off the hat of the friend and of the family environment and then look at the business and say, the purpose of my business is to provide jobs for people for in the long run. And if we are providing one job that is going to put the company in danger for the near future or even for the foreseeable future, then it's time to take that step and to recognize who is not. I mean, everyone has a weakest link, and to make that decision. And that's tough. And again, if you need someone to just bounce that off of, we help in that area too, of deciding who it is that is the weakest link. Most of you will know, and then how to make that decision to let them go. Because I want you to look at the sense of for the wage that you're paying someone, add a 25% to that for the taxes and the benefits and the training and all the other pieces that take out of your business just to have that one employee. Again, that's a hard thing. It's not saying that it's an excuse. It truly is hard. Let's see if we've got any comments here. All right. The other piece of excuses is that, okay, I'll get to that. And again, it really isn't an excuse. It's real. And so it's time to start to really prioritizing what you do as the business owner so that you are focusing on your business. Then also to just look long term as far as recognizing what needs to happen now versus what needs to happen later. And we often talk about the 10-10-10. What is this going to feel like in 10 hours? What is this going to feel like 10 days? What is this going to feel like 10 weeks and 10 months, 10 years? And kind of really analyze the decisions that you make it as a business owner and the impact it's going to have on you personally, but also on your business. All right. The other excuses in here that I'm seeing, or the questions that we have, let me see here, is, okay, it looks like we've done most of it. Just jump in with both feet. We had a question the other day come in and that said, what if there isn't any extra to start a profit account. Put $1 aside. Just get in the habit of making the transfer. It will make a difference. Okay, thanks for joining us here. We'll be here every Friday. Can't wait to talk to you, answer your questions, and we'll see you next week.